guys, welcome back to Don't Cry Over Spilled Tea, our season finale.
Season finale, guys. We made it.
We made it. How do you feel, Steph?
Like, 2018 was no test for us.
I know, we did. This is exciting
we had a
stuff.
killer year. Yeah.
We did have a killer year. And thank you, everybody, for being a part of it. Thank you for listening.
Seriously.
If you're still listening, we so appreciate you. Please continue to rate, review, subscribe. It really moves us up in the algorithm. So even that, 2 seconds it takes to just hit the fave button.
Really quick, do a couple stars, means so much to us. And if you want to get your, ear canal removed so you never have to hear us again, we're so sorry. But otherwise, thank you for hearing us out. It's been an awesome year.
It's been such a good year.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off / end with a pretty awesome goop. Well, what I think is a pretty awesome goop.
Yeah.
So goopy. Arguably the goopiest. This one really
Definitely
fits every definition of the goop.
Yep. Which you guys, I'm sure, know by now is unnecessary, bougie, and expensive.
Incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
Way out of the budget. So.
And it's been really easy for us, I feel like, to find the as seen on TV stuff. It's so easy to attack that, but to find something really expensive that people are actually buying is, so much more gratifying. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are we talking about, Erin?
It's called the Hyla, and it's essentially a Swarovski crystal encrusted mini vacuum cleaner.
Mini vacuum cleaner.
So basically, first of all, the price tag on this is $21,900.
My heart.
So
my small heart.
I just felt all the blood in my body clotting.
No, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what's interesting about this one to me, I think it's self-driving, which
it fucking better be.
It should be. Yeah. For 21, yeah.
It also better dispense cocaine out of the top.
Right.
Oh, wait.
I feel like if I were cleaning this person's house, you could pluck a little diamond off and pay off your house. Yeah.
Their house cleaner is chipping those suckers off
one by one. Yeah.
Imagine
how rich you are to be walking around your house and being oh, there's one of those pesky Swarskis. It's the things that I find around my house are the fin of an old goldfish. I mean, imagine just walking around and being you know what, I will pick that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's worth about $4,000. I will pick that up.
Oh my god, you guys, you can either buy a really well-maintained pre-owned sedan, or you can buy this vacuum.
Or you could drive a Nissan off the lot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could get a brand new... Literally, the car that I recently just bought and drove off the lot brand new costs less than this vacuum cleaner.
I hate everything about
I have Bluetooth. I have a backup camera. Oh my... I do. Honestly, that's... Okay, so I want to read this description for you guys. Because I think this is just so hilarious. Imagine, being the person who has to describe this item and write these descriptions for your job. You probably can't relate to the people who are buying this.
Or tell the shareholders at Swarovski, all right, guys, this is
gonna fly off the shelves.
Q1's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So this description says, this special edition of the Hyla GST was bejeweled by artists in Berlin, Germany. It took over 100 hours hand encrust the Hyla GST with 32,000 genuine Swarovski crystal elements. The original shiny black exterior featuring chrome and carbon accents has been enhanced with black, gray, and white crystal elements. Wow. Also, what's a crystal element?
I was going to say, to call it an element is the bougiest thing you could say.
Yeah. And then it says, making it sparkle and glimmer with even the slightest trace of light. Because I'm actually so bummed out that my vacuum cleaner doesn't sparkle and glimmer.
Yeah, no.
When I use it, I'm just you suck. You're so dull. You don't glimmer. And then it says, considering the 32,000... this is the best part. Considering the 32,000 Swarovski crystals and 100 plus hours of labor, the set retail price of $21,900 does not seem too high.
Yeah.
That's what they put on their website. Does not seem too high. That sounds so unprofessional to me. It is still high enough to make... What? Dude, guys, this is their actual website. It says... It is still high enough to make the Hyla GST Swarovski edition the most expensive vacuum cleaner according to the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah? Is it high enough?
I just feel like that's a silly thing to put on your own website. Drawing so much attention to the price and being it's cheap. Yeah. And then being but Guinness also called it the most expensive vacuum in the world.
Well, that's my problem. It's if you are really that rich to buy this, you're not cleaning your own house. That's my problem. I know for a fact,
yeah, for sure.
If you can spend $20 large on a vacuum, you're not cleaning your own house. You don't reap the benefits of that.
Yeah. That's a really good point. Also,
I would go to Michael's, buy little diamonds every day, chip one of those puppies off, and hot glue a Michael's diamond on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd bedazzle it with rhinestones from like the scrapbooking section. I feel like it would do the same. And also, you know, I just, with it being so small, I'm like, what does it do? You know when you have to like change the bag on a vacuum cleaner, which I'm the person in the family that like never does that.
Oh no.
But if I would imagine,
not my prob.
Not my job, not my prob. But I would imagine if you're doing that, like, what does that look like on something that small? You're changing the bag like every 2 seconds. Like now it's just a stupid.
Well, you're also probably doing stairs, but you know what I bet? Like my vacuum, the bags that we get are Febreze. Febreze makes them.
That's cool.
So when you vacuum, it smells like lavender or whatever.
I'm actually
I bet
into
this
that.
is like Armani, like cologne.
Oh my god,
bags.
yeah.
Like,
that's so.
that would be
like
such an awesome partnership.
Yeah, it would be
Even more bougie.
Even
that
more
would make
bougie.
our goop awesome.
Maybe that would justify the price a little bit more too if you got like endless Armani scent. I just also feel like, I don't know, I'd have to be so delicate handling it all the time.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? Because what are you gonna do with one stray Swarovski crystal? I bet you could sell it on eBay. If one of them fell off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if they fall off on the ground, I'm collecting them.
Oh, there better be, like, a lifetime warranty.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna buy a dish in my house,
Yeah.
like a little ashtray dish, like, separate for all, when they fall off, to put them and collect them and glue them back on.
Yeah, like, start an earring line.
Oh my god,
I would sift through the vacuum bag every time I empty it. There's no way.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be vacuuming up your own money.
Yeah.
Your own money. Yeah.
Either way,
you guys so goop.
It's crazy. $22,000.
What celebrity has this in their house? Go.
Lisa Vanderpump. Honestly,
that's pretty funny.
Anybody from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, probably. Lisa Rinna, like.
I'm gonna say
all of them.
I'm gonna say Mariah Carey.
Oh, that was a really good one. Yeah.
Definitely Mariah Carey.
So
weirdly, I was going to say Gordon Ramsay, the British guy, and then I was like, exact opposite. He totally wouldn't. He would make fun of it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Definitely Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey sits on like a Victorian couch that's being held up by like Greek guys.
Yeah.
And that little thing is like buzzing around, vacuuming beneath her. That's what's happening with this goop, okay?
Vacuuming up all the peasant air, like, from everybody else.
Yeah, she's getting fed like grape leaves. That's what's happening with
I'm pretty sure I read that she, like, she gets like a toilet brought to wherever she's performing / saying / doing, like, she gets her own toilet.
What?
That might be false, but like,
no, you know what? It probably isn't false.
Gone down in the books as like one of the most demanding, hard to work for.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There actually is a video somewhere of her being like carried somewhere on like a lazy boy.
This is a really good goop, but we've had a lot of good ones.
We've had so many good goops.
Do you have a favorite?
From season one?
Season one.
I'm gonna say...
There were so many good ones. And they ranged in, like, funny to serious to what the fuck.
Totally. I think we had a good spread of, like... And some of them were less expensive, but still goop in their nature.
Sure.
Shoop. We had a lot of good shoops.
Crazy. Balenciaga,
come on now. I'm gonna say my favorite goop. I'm gonna have to kick it all the way back. I'm gonna have to say the Bohemian Fly Swatter from episode 1.
That was so funny.
You guys, when we first found that... It was pretty difficult to find a lot of information on it, but all that matters is that it was created and it does exist. Again, I just think, you know, if you're using it as maybe like an art piece, okay, in like an Art Deco style, but if you're killing flies with it, I think it's crazy.
I could not believe that that's what it was
I
called.
think it's outrageous.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, because like we said, form over function. Is that even getting the job done?
Absolutely not.
Probably not.
It's a scared stray for flies.
It totally is. You're just like spanking them. You're just like telling them, you know what I mean? Like you're just like get it together.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not dying.
Like cracking the whip, but like not hurting anybody.
What was your favorite if you had to pick? If
Honestly,
somebody put you on the hot seat.
The baby slingshot, and I hate to call it that, but the baby.
The baby walking assistant.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
The baby slingshot. Not at all a slingshot, but a very funny term.
I just really go back to, like, power and control issues.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I can just imagine, like, a parent, like, holding the end of that and, like, bopping their, like, toddler in the water. Yeah. Like, at a pool. Like, just also doing, like, micro curls, but, like, I don't know. I can just see, like, a really controlling parent using that.
Yeah, I think... And again,
so
to revisit that one, it's like,
it's so
again,
funny.
if your baby has certain issues, like, I guess that would make sense, but it's not, you're steering it.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. For anybody who maybe didn't listen to that episode, if so, go back and listen. But it's not the same thing as a stroller, as a those things that they like play in. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, no, it's fully like
hover,
steering a baby that can already walk.
Yeah,
that's what's crazy about it. Is you're just hindering their like development. I feel like
if babies could talk, they'd be like, "Mom, you can fuck off," because I don't know. Anyway, we've had some great goods.
Again, that was on sale, so just saying, 50% off. Just saying.
Always, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so there was something that I wanted to tell everybody and to say on the podcast that we actually just discovered right as we were about to come into the booth and record. And again, by booth, we always mean Stephanie's closet. So we were going through some of our old goops and we realized that one of the pairs of shoes from our Shoop episode, which we did when we did our Fashion Week edition of Goop, we talked about those holographic, what do we call them?
Hooves.
No, it wasn't iridescent.
Iridescent hooves.
Was that it?
Chromatic.
Nope, dude, we had this argument.
Monochromatic.
It's not monochromatic.
Hi.
It's oh my god, I had somebody message me after the podcast and say the word that you guys were looking for was this.
Fuck.
And she's gonna be so annoyed
like,
that I'm out here doing it again. Radioactive.
I don't know. Are you sure
whatever.
It's not monochromatic?
No, dude, monochromatic means all the things have one color.
Okay.
It means the exact opposite of that, actually. The whole shoe is like a spectrum.
All right.
Whatever. So these like unicorn-looking hoof boots were made by this brand or / designer called Mason Margello, which is also the same dude. I'm butchering his name.
Yeah, we don't know.
Sorry, Mason, if you're listening. Because I'm sure you are.
Out. Yeah.
He is actually the same person who makes the other shoes that we talked about last episode.
The
was it last episode? The Gonacifa Hercules dumpster shoe.
It's like, you're killing it at sucking. Like,
yeah, seriously. You're killing it at charging, wiping out people's bank accounts for shoes that look like they were pulled from the garbage. The Gonacifa Hercules dumpster shoe looked like it was from
That's another story.
The bottom of the canal on Central.
Yeah.
But the holographic unicorn boots,
I didn't hate those.
Well, I didn't hate the color or the boot. I hated the hoofness.
I know. The sneaker, though, you guys, it just kind of seems like he was like, I don't know,
drunk
on meth.
Yeah.
And made a purchasing order when he was really fucked up and like could never get the money back, and he was just like, let's just move these things out.
So just wanted to touch on that. We thought it was hilarious that we unintentionally chose two goops from the same guy. Like, you're goopy. Yeah. You're goopy. Get it together, okay?
And we checked out his Instagram page, and he doesn't post any of his, like, gnarly shit on there. It's all, like, very clean,
his stuff
refined.
On there was very tame. I can see why people like his brand. And But those, we definitely plucked out some of the highlights of his line.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody rolled a Yeezy in hot glue and then, like, threw it in a kindergarten room.
Yeah. Literally put it in a kiln. Yeah. And forgot about it.
So, a little Goop review there. I love Goop. I'm really glad we got to reflect on some of our favorite Goops, revisit some of our favorite Goops, because we're going into the new year, and we're going to be having a new season coming out in a couple little whiles, so we're excited about that. And there's going to be many more Goops to come.
And shout out, thank you, Anthropology, for giving us so much to choose
from. Thank you, everybody on the internet, for making Goop possible
and our lives easier.
So we're entering the new year. We'll have a new season. We'll have new Goops. Speaking of new year,
new me,
new year, new me.
Resolutions.
I actually hate that saying because I feel like I always say new year, new me. I'm never
the same.
I'm always the same.
Yeah, I kind of have the same resolutions.
Yeah, and I'm always ringing in the new year the same way, which is on the spectrum of hungover. Yeah, but different every year.
Yeah,
barefoot. Yeah, usually with like the wrapper of a Big Mac nearby. It's funny, actually, last New Year's, I woke up next to, like, a McDonald's bag, and I didn't even eat the McDonald's.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's misleading.
Pretty gnarly. Yeah, it was just, like, clearly a rough night. Anyway.
Did you live here?
No, I was in England, yeah. Woke up next to a bag of McDonald's.
Do people get pretty rowdy on New Year's?
Yeah, people get rowdy there, what seems like off at any opportunity.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I feel like I've never really... Yeah, last year I don't think I really set a lot of New Year's resolutions, but I've definitely thought about some ones I want to do this year.
I feel like resolutions are kind of losing their essence. I'm pretty sure I read something that said 80% of people abandon their resolutions by February.
Well, I think that's why people don't take them seriously. It's because there's that notion out there that, like, it's almost like a domino effect. Like, you don't take it you hear that no one takes it seriously, so you don't either. I don't know. And it's also I'm that way. I don't stick to mine.
I think a lot of people are like, I don't need it to be a certain day or time to, like, change my life.
Which I can get behind. I agree with that. I think I've been doing... So I've had a couple. I've been drinking a lot more water. Amazing. I started doing that a couple days before New Year's, because after Christmas I was getting these really gnarly headaches, and I realized that I had been drinking gin and coffee for like 4 days. So I've been drinking 100 ounces of water a day.
Damn!
Yeah, which is awesome. Really good. I feel good about that.
Oh, yeah.
I have a couple others. I feel like I want to start being a better person in the little ways. Okay. Like, I'm not a bad person. I don't, like, steal money from people or hit people with my car.
Right.
But I, like... I want to start being a better person. Like, you know this about me. I'm the kind of person, I'm so lazy on a small scale. Like, I'm not lazy on a big scale, but on a small scale, like, I kick shit under the fridge.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like, we talked about this. I kick shit under the fridge. If I drop something in the kitchen, I'm kicking under the fridge.
And you know what? You wash your face, like, every night, no matter how drunk. So, like, that's okay.
Exactly. I take liberties where I can. If I'm in the living room, I kick it under the couch. And guess where I kick it if I'm in the bedroom?
Under the bed. And when Erin moves out, she gets to find all her little
That's
treasures.
what I'm saying. If it's something small, like, here's my rule of thumb. If it's smaller than a Cheez-It, it's going under a crevice. Because I'm not going to pick it up, because I don't care that much. And I know it's horrible. I know I shouldn't do that. And my poor dogs are probably, like, eating the weirdest shit. Like, but I don't know what it is. I do it all the time. And what's crazy is when I do it, I'm always like, you're that person. You're like a piece of shit. You gotta just pick it up. And I'm like, no.
You know what the worst one is to pick up? A water bottle cap. That thing is getting kicked across the room. Like, I'm not even...
Can I tell you? That's what I'm kicking under the countertops.
And you know what else is hard? When you have acrylics, it's really hard to pick shit up off the floor.
Absolutely.
Especially coins.
Yeah.
I will spend...
Oh my God,
45 seconds in a store trying to pick up my I'm like, you know, whoever wants... Like, it's fine. Just take it. Anyway,
that's a big...
That's stuff under the fridge.
Yeah, that's a big resolution for me. In those ways, I want to be a better person. I also, like... I also want to be a more... I want to start being that person who sees things that could potentially be an issue in the future and intercept them. Like, let me give you an example. When I am toward the end of my mascara, not at the end, and I go to Walgreens and I'm getting toothpaste, also pick up the mascara.
Right.
Just pick up the mascara. But I don't do it because I'm like, my mascara's not out yet. Or, like, when I see the toothpaste I get every week is on special... Buy one get one 50% off. It's like, just
and
buy
you're
two.
Almost squeezing it out with two.
Like, it's like, just buy two. You're gonna use it eventually.
I mean, it's
toothpaste
really hard
doesn't
to live
go
like
bad.
That. It's
it
really
is
hard.
But it's just, for some reason, I'm like, what's annoying about it is my mascara runs out 3 days later, and then boom, now I'm back at Walgreens. And at that point, it's just wasting my own time.
Right.
So it's like a little bit of time management / being more
preemptive.
Yeah, being more preemptive. Like, future Erin being someone that I care about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Like, preserving my own self a little bit. And you know what? That can actually be applied to, like, a bigger scale, too. Like, if I feel like seeing things that could be a problem in my future with relationships, friendships, whatever, like, like, maybe not saying something if I know it's going to start something. Like,
or nipping something in the butt before it gets bad.
Totally. Being more preemptive, for sure.
Self-preservation.
Exactly.
Self-preservation is what it's all about, said the grape to the man.
I don't know what that means at all.
Wine is, like, all about, like, preservation.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
So do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I have a lighter one and a little bit of a heavier one.
Okay.
My lighter one, I want to be a prepared ass bitch in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. I just, like, I don't know. I had a friend for Christmas, Secret Santa, and she got me, like, a little hand sanitizer and a little lotion, and I got a little rollerball. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. I got a little rollerball perfume that I really like, and I have all of them in my purse, and I'm like, fuck, I'm so prepared. Like, I just want to be the girl that has everything anybody needs.
Yeah, at all times.
At all times.
Right.
It sucks to find yourself, like, without. I hate being unprepared.
Oh, God, I'm the opposite of
So
that.
I just want to have everything. I want to have, like, a dry shampoo at all times. I want to, like, never be behind on moisturizer. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm the kind of person who...
A charger in the car. Like, a snack. A water. Backup gas money. Like, I want all of that.
I feel like I'm the kind of person where you open my purse... Because I'm changing purses all the time, I'm that kind of person where if you open my purse, there's, like, a credit card, a debit card, an ID, and a cell phone.
Right.
That's
the
it.
Staples.
That's it. I don't have anything... And you're so right about being, like... The amount of times my hair tie has broke on me... And I'm like, cool, hair down for the rest of the day.
Actually, the worst feeling.
In the summer, when it's like 120 degrees, I see what you mean about just being prepared on like a petty level.
Yeah.
Like just on a low key, who needs a tampon?
Exactly.
You know, who needs an Advil?
And I feel like the easiest way to do it for me is I just like, everybody has like 10,000 makeup bags, I feel like, or like little bags, coin purses.
Totally true.
I just have a little bag and I just keep it all in there. Yeah. It's either in the car or like if I swap purses, it just goes from one to the next. It's awesome.
Yeah. Who needs hand sanitizer?
Yeah. Exactly.
Who needs a credit check?
I'm really big on hand sanitizer, honestly. The amount of shit that we touch.
It's so true.
And I'm kind of sick right now, so it's like, ugh. Anyway.
Yeah, who isn't? Also, who isn't sick right now and who isn't dry right now? I feel like I need to jump into a bathtub of... Yeah, Mama's chappy and Mama's chafing. Dude, I feel like I have to jump into a bathtub size amount of Lush products every single day to make myself not look like a lobster. I was telling you I have lobster hands.
That's what I hate about Arizona.
So
it's a dry heat and it's a dry cold.
Yeah.
And I have to go to bed with like Vaseline under my nose.
It's literally like November 1st hits and my whole body just goes
yeah.
Like yeah, like I look like the SpongeBob that's like water all the time.
I hate wearing makeup in the winter.
Yeah.
Because I have like flaky I'm like, I don't look better. I really don't look better.
Yeah. Winter's expensive. I'm buying so much Aveeno.
Yeah. I show up to work and my boss, I'm like, sorry, bud. Like, I look like shit. Like, sorry.
No, literally, between Christmas, Black Friday, and the amount of lotion I'm buying, like, goodbye funds.
Yeah, I am chappy like the robot.
Yeah, so if you want to donate to our podcast, link in bio.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's your other resolution?
My big one is, I just don't want to take things personally anymore. I've been learning a lot about conflict and conflict resolution, and I'm just learning that like a lot of the things that like people say to you or actions they do towards you aren't about you, even if they're talking about you or to you, or like it's really never about you. It's more of like a reflection of what the other person is feeling or what they want to convey.
True.
So I'm really just trying to not be like, well, so-and-so, or like, you know, whatever. Just
be less...
If somebody says something to me that I'm going to take personally in a bad way, I'm going to start by saying, okay, what do they need? Like, what does this really mean? Instead of, like, me being like, well, you said this to me. So, not taking things personally.
That's a really good one.
In 2018, dude, it's just, like, sensitivity is in the air. Which relates back to this freaking Santa song.
Oh my god, the Baby It's Cold Outside thing?
Yeah, people are so sensitive. When that song came out in the 40s, 50s, like, sexual predators
for anybody who doesn't...
at the forefront of, like, society's issues.
Well, yeah, I just very prevalent still, but I feel like if for anybody who doesn't know what we're referring to, everybody started kicking up a fuss this holiday season about the Baby It's Cold Outside song, saying that it should be taken off, like, streaming platforms and taken off, like, you know, being played and stuff for the simple fact that the song conveys a message of this man trying to get a woman to stay and like basically sleep with him when she's like trying to go home, and drink is like the big one, which here's my thing.
I just think that's ridiculous.
I think I'm really proud of our generation for being such open, accepting, like, wise people. Like, we're very aware of like people's feelings and what's appropriate to say to somebody, what's not appropriate to say. We're pretty good about that. But here's the thing. Can we please leave hypersensitivity in 2018? Yeah. We don't need to leave sensitivity. We need to leave hypersensitivity.
Yep.
Like, I just think, you know, it's getting taken to a level where everybody's on the cross and we need the wood, guys. Yeah. Like, we can't crucify everybody. Because you brought this point up, like, we live in a generation now where we're starting to see the effects. It's like when technology first comes out, you're a guinea pig. Everything's new. But now technology has been around, and when I say technology, I mean things like let's use Facebook for example, is now hitting the 10-year mark.
Yeah.
So when you hit the 10-year mark, what you're starting to see is that documentation of a decade. And what everybody said within 10 years, you know, like when Facebook first came out, you can't really judge it because it first came out. But now it's been 10 years, we can start reflecting on, and there's a paper trail for everybody's personalities.
And what I think is interesting is that they all serve a different type of communicative purpose, which I don't think was super clear, say, 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, I was using Facebook as like a Twitter. It was kind of like a touch and go.
Because Twitter
like,
wasn't
stream
really a
of
thing
consciousness
yet.
kind of thing. So I would just put whatever.
Like people were updating their statuses every hour.
Exactly.
You know?
And now it's like, okay, so Twitter's the stream of consciousness social media. Facebook's more of like a friends and family and keep in touch. Instagram is kind of like a memory portfolio kind of thing.
It's like your own yearbook.
Yeah. So it's all super different, but nonetheless, you know, I'm like, I can't run for president because I have definitely tweeted about doing acid in the snow in college.
No, I mean, yeah, like, for me, my Facebook's probably the most detrimental because I was so young. Writing stuff on the internet. And this is where, like, our generation, I don't want to say deserves a little bit of a break, but it's like, we were 12, 13, writing stuff on the internet that we didn't know at the time. I didn't have a concept of the fact that that would be there forever. It's like, now I feel like I need to go delete my Facebook because, not that I have anything to hide, but I'm like,
well, it's a different time. I mean, you have to think, like, 10 years ago, even 5, nobody was, not to say that they shouldn't have, but nobody was tripping out about people saying gay all the time.
Yeah.
Or even calling your friends, like, a retard. Like, I hate to say it, but, like, that really wasn't in the spotlight just yet.
It wasn't.
I can't say that I haven't said, like, gay.
Yeah.
Like, to my
friends.
But
the thing is it's like now, it's so funny because now I don't use those words at all. And I wouldn't think to. But back then it didn't seem... It wasn't in the forefront. Yeah. Like, it's weird. It's just... And it's... You can easily be so embarrassed or so triggered by the own things that you used to say.
And not only say, but put on the internet. And now it's like... I can't believe I not only said it, but I wrote it and I posted it. And people
That's what
saw
I mean.
It.
Yeah, exactly. Posting it on the internet. Because the thing is conversationally is fleeting. I don't remember what I was talking to you about when we were 15.
Yeah.
But... when you have, like I said, that paper trail...
My memories will pop up on Facebook.
And that's where I don't want to say I feel, like, bad for celebrities, but kind of, because, I mean, imagine how we feel, and then they're in the spotlight, and there's people... Because, like, I don't go on my Facebook or my Twitter and scroll back 5 years.
No.
Like, I don't do that.
No.
So, I mean, I don't really...
Too much work.
I'd have to go look to know what I said, and I honestly don't want to know, so I don't look.
I
feel like I'm making it sound like I was saying terrible things I wasn't. You know what's funny? A status I remember is... I remember saying... something about I was obsessed with Twilight, and I remember saying something about how I was like, Taylor Lautner's ugly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why everyone thinks he's hot. Like,
False,
Team Edward, like, he's ugly.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I would never say, first of all, stupid.
Never
also, like, I would
anybody.
never just be like, so-and-so's ugly. Like,
and the shittiest
you know what I mean?
about life is that, like, life's all about leveling up. You're always trying to use your platform for, like, a better cause, to better yourself and others, especially celebrities. It's like...
It bums me out when people get so judged for things they said when they were, like, so young, or, like, such a long time ago that isn't reflective of who they are now, and they get crucified for it, dude.
Like Emma Watson, she did Harry Potter for what, 8 years, 9 years, probably more.
Yeah.
So imagine her posting something, and now she's like a global ambassador. Like, imagine if she had said
she
something
literally works for the UN now. Yeah.
Like, that is a great example of somebody leveling up. But, like, how can you? You know, if she had said something really, you know, slightly...
Even slightly, if that's the thing,
offensive.
Is it's even slightly. And, like, I don't want to defend people who've said terrible things. Like, that whole Kevin Hart situation, I'm not defending what he said, but he got...
I don't know what you're talking
booted
about.
off the Oscars.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So
wait, but what did he... Oh, he had, like, a...
I can't remember if it was homophobic, if it was racist. I think it was homophobic. But I don't even actually... I never looked up what he said.
No, me either.
And you know what?
Really don't like Kevin Hart.
I'm sure... I was going to say, I'm not a huge Kevin Hart fan, but I will say that the terribleness of what he said aside, it just articulates the point. Yeah. So he got approached by... So he booked the Oscars. He was going to be the host of the Oscars. Right. Then that thing comes out. And again, it's always those people... It's that thing of, like, people looking... Once he gets that big gig, people going back on his stuff. And it was like 8 years. It was seriously like 8 years ago. It was a long, long, long time ago on his Twitter. Somebody scrolls all the way back, finds that, puts it. It goes viral, of course, because that stuff always goes viral. Then the Oscars approached him, and they put him on some type of, like, probationary period. And then he told them, I don't want to do it anymore.
You know what makes me mad is, like, the people at the Oscars, like... You know that they didn't find that stuff. It was people trying to make him look bad.
Exactly.
And so it's shitty.
It's just
like,
haters
they're
and
gonna go
trolls.
back on things. It's like, if you really are gonna validate this and like bring this to the light, do your research.
Yeah.
Do your research. Look that up before you bring somebody on as a host. If you're gonna listen to some random person that has so much fucking time to look through 8 years of Kevin Hart's tweets,
seriously, I'm like, go get a job, dude.
Get a job.
Go contribute to society.
Yeah.
And you know what's the most telling part of that situation, I think, is guess who's hosting the Oscars now?
Oh God.
Nobody. They decided to not have a host.
What?
And if that isn't so telling of the fact that, to me, what that says is we can't find anyone who's squeaky clean. Because it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't exist. Anyone you find, you can go find something they've said, you can go find a controversy, you can go find a scandal, something they were involved in, something their partner was involved in.
They want the Virgin Mary.
And you're not going to get it, because guess where you are? You're in Hollywood. You're not going to get it.
You're on Earth. Like,
you're on Earth, exactly.
Humans are not perfect. Anyway.
And we're being documented so much that if we ever weren't perfect before, we're far from it now.
No, yeah.
So
we have evidence.
So, sensitivity.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. One-way ticket to Neverland, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, and like we said, hypersensitivity. So, yeah. New year, new us. But also same us, but also new us.
Send us your resolutions.
Yeah, I want to know what other people's resolutions are.
It's a lost art form.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep you guys updated if we...
I feel like...
stay true to these, because season 2 is right around the corner.
I want to hear exactly, honey bunnies. I want to hear other people's resolutions, because that's where I get my... like, if I hear somebody who has, like, a really doable resolution, I'm going to be like, I'm going to do that, too.
Yeah.
So please send us your resolutions. We've had people send us emails. We've had people message us about the podcast. We love hearing from you guys. It's so cool. Keep it coming.
It just takes a second. And
Season 2 is in the arsenal, you guys. Season 2 is in the canon, and we'll be blasting off probably around February, roughly.
February 2019, Season 2, coming in hot.
Stay tuned on our Instagram. We'll be giving you more details on that release date. We're going to be introducing a new segment, which we're really excited about. So
Top secret.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of good content coming your way. We really appreciate all the support for season 1. This has been such a cool little hobby for Erin and I to bond over, and
definitely our little baby.
It is. It's our baby.
Our little baby. New merch too. So
new merch.
Keep your eyes and ears and fingertips peeled,
and your wallets.
You guys, for the last time, for a little while, rinse the cups.
Dry them off.
Hang them up. Dab them with the towel. And then we'll be filling them back up in February, getting ready to spill again. So
fresh pot, y'all.
Have a fabulous...
Thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We love you.
And signing off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.